everybody, Tim with Collect Jurassic, back with another exciting Jurassic toy and collecting news update. Today we're talking about Mattel's Amber collection, their 6-inch line of sort of adult-oriented collecting toys, different from their 3.75-inch line. And we're talking about the latest reveal to come out of the Amber collection, kind of for some time, since I think Velociraptor Delta. And that's the next member of the Raptor squad, which is Velociraptor Echo. That's right, that's the final member of the Raptor squad that we're finally getting for the Amber collection. Also makes the 5th Velociraptor toy we've gotten in the Amber collection. They've definitely got their use out of this mold, kind of repainting it over and over again, which I know kind of rubs some people the wrong way, but maybe at this point they'll be done for a while because we've definitely gotten all the Raptor squad and then some. But yeah, here it is, the Velociraptor Echo in the box. As you can see just in the box, that this thing has kind of an interesting paint scheme. Not really quite what we were expecting when it comes to Echo. That's because it's not quite film accurate. Actually, it's not really film accurate at all. Whereas the other figures sort of had something that more or less aligned to the films. Obviously, blue is always looking like blue. Echo here almost looks like a tiger velociraptor from Lost World. Just a much different coloration than what we see in the movie. And again, like more like a tiger raptor. In fact, if you kind of change the eyes and pumped up the orange on this guy, I mean, it'd be very similar to a tiger raptor. So it's kind of interesting that they chose sort of a tweaked paint application or tweaked coloration for Echo, but it does look really nice. I mean, this figure in any paint scheme is beautiful. It's got tons of articulation, tons of detail, as you can see here. So it's a great figure overall. It's just that paint scheme that I think is going to leave a lot of people kind of on the fence about whether they'll pick this figure up or not. I've heard that maybe this is sort of the new sort of design for Echo because of Camp Cretaceous. It definitely looks like the Camp Cretaceous version of Echo. So maybe, that's this year's big Jurassic release, and Universal and, DreamWorks have just kind of decided that this is the way forward for the Raptor squad. This is what Echo's going to look like, and therefore all the toys are going to look like this too. I don't know, but it is a beautiful figure, so I'm not going to spend too much more time harping on the paint job because it is just an excellent looking piece. I can't wait to get it next to all the other Raptors. And I think that's what's most important, is that when you're talking about the Raptor squad, you all want them to look, kind of different and doing their own thing. And, Echo still fits the bill in that case. It definitely has a pattern and a paint coloration that's very different than the other figures in the series, and it looks awesome. I mean, I love Amber Collection's articulation. Obviously this figure is the same as the others, but that neck articulation with the multiple joints just lets you do a lot of cool poses. I mean, there's just articulation in the arms and legs too, that there's just so much you can do with these in terms of poses. It also comes with one little accessory, and that's that little camera harness on the neck that you see in this photo. And Blue did not come with it, but Charlie and Delta did, which is kind of interesting. So 3 out of the 4 Raptor squads are going to have this camera harness. But Blue did not come with one. I'm not sure if they didn't have it ready in time, since that was one of the first figures out the gate for Amber Collection, or what the deal was. But Blue doesn't have hers, but the rest do. But that's okay. I mean, again, these are all going to look great next to each other, and we're going to be able to find them a little bit more readily than we have in the past for Amber Collection figures. Usually we're all scrambling to order them on Amazon as soon as they drop, and they're going out of stock, all this stuff. But these guys should show up at Target stores nationwide and online at target.com. So that's pretty exciting news overall, even without a new figure reveal, is that Amber Collection is headed to Target, which again is a nationwide retailer. It's not like a regional store where some states, some areas of the country don't have it. No, this is going to be everywhere, all across the nation, in every Target store. And probably more so kind of as we get into 2021, there'll be even more Amber Collection figures. But Echo for sure. Well, I think Delta is actually in stores right now, just starting to show up, and I'm sure Echo is not far behind. So definitely be keeping an eye out on your Target Jurassic toy section for these new figures. And I'm sure there'll be even more figures hitting the shelves. I kind of wish that the rest of the Raptor squad would actually hit, because this figure, it kind of rounds out that collection. Of course, it started off with Blue, which arguably I think is probably one of the best Amber Collection figures you can buy. I mean, it's just the paint application is just so much, has so much detail, and it like sort of evokes the movie so much. There's just a lot of complexity to it. There's a lot of layering, and I think they did a really good job. We have so many different Blue figures at this point, and a lot of them are pretty simple in terms of just throwing a blue stripe on the side of the toy and calling it a day. But this version of the figure really went for it. Again, with that layering, there's all kinds of grays going on. It's just a really nice looking figure. Again, doesn't come with the harness, as you can see in the in-package photo, but still a nice figure. Also worth noting, it has golden eyes, whereas a lot of the other Raptors have like yellow eyes or golden eyes. So kind of a little bit of different variation here among the different members of the Raptor squad. Of course, Blue is one of the first ones, but it was followed by another elusive figure, at least elusive for the time, and that was Charlie. That was our next Raptor Squad figure with a very vibrant green paint job, like very vibrant. Almost probably not as vibrant as what you're looking at in the photo here. But this was a hot one when it came out. I mean, you definitely couldn't find it. It was selling out everywhere, but now it's all in stock on Amazon and you can easily find it. But I would still like this one to come to Target, because again, there's going to be a lot of new people picking up on the Amber Collection now that it's in a store that pretty much everyone has access to. And what's the point of buying, Delta and Echo if you can't go back and get Blue and Charlie? So maybe they'll, re-release some of these older members of the Raptor squad so that new collectors can actually kind of collect the whole squad and not just the last two figures. But Charlie's great. I love the vibrant paint job on it, and I think it's still one of the better ones. But I think my favorite out of all the Raptor squad that I don't have Echo in hand, so I can't say for sure, it's definitely Delta. This one came out a couple months ago, and it's just, I love this one. I love the bright eye. Again, this one's paint application rivals Blue as far as the layering and sort of the complexity of the pattern. You can see in this photo how sort of like modeled it is. It's just really, really nice. And it's my favorite. I don't even like it as like a Delta figure. I just like it as a Velociraptor figure. And I think that's what's kind of gives a little bit of appeal to the new Echo figures, that you can kind of like it again as like a Tiger Raptor from Lost World. So looking forward to that. I can appreciate these figures kind of beyond how they honor what they look like in the movie, and kind of appreciate them for what they are as themselves. Just cool Velociraptor figures, and Delta definitely fits the bill for that. So hopefully when we get Echo in hand, we'll kind of let go a lot of our qualms about the paint coloring, and just kind of fall in love with what looks like just an awesome figure, and hopefully one that's right around the corner. Amber Collection is $29.99 no matter where you buy it, including Target. But so this guy will be available for $30 here probably in the next few weeks, if not the next month, I would imagine, just how these sort of reveals go. But you'll be able to pick him up at least at Target, and I'm guessing Amazon and a few other places as well. And that basically rounds out the Raptor squad. Of course, there are some other Raptors they could do in the franchise. Jurassic Park 3 comes to mind, a proper Lost World Raptor, but I think this will be the last Amber Collection Raptor we see for quite some time. And so what's next for Amber Collection after this? I think it's going to be a lot of human characters, and probably some other kind of smaller to medium-sized dinosaurs. I don't think we're ready for Amber Collection Triceratops and Amber Collection T-Rex. As cool as those figures would be, I think they're still sort of building out the toy line, and kind of feeling out what collectors want, what collectors will buy, and all that. And I think in the time being, they're just going to kind of keep releasing these sort of smaller scale figures before they hit the big dinosaurs. But I'm excited to see where they take it next. But thanks for tuning into this news update. I hope you found it informative. We're always posting this kind of stuff on the channel, so definitely give us a subscribe if you can. But I'm Tim with Collect Jurassic, and thank you for watching.